Okay, so I just got out of the shower and I finished washing my hair. I washed it with Jason's Daily Shampoo Fragrance Free because I've been sort of experimenting with different shampoos to have on the site. So this is the one that I've been kind of like experimenting on these last couple weeks. And then I put in tons and tons of Pantene's Relaxed and Natural. This is just a regular conditioner. It says rinse out, but I don't rinse it out. And I put like 2 full handfuls. I usually divide my hair in half to shampoo each half. And then I'll put like a big handful in one half and kind of put it up in a bun. And then a big handful in another after I'm done washing and put it up in another bun. So I also wanted to show just like how much I use. So this is like what my hair looks like in the buns with the amount of conditioner. And this one has like the same amount of conditioner, and I don't towel dry my hair or anything. I like it to be as wet as possible, so that makes it a lot easier to comb. And I'll just start my hair by undoing one of the braids, and I have a pajama top on now because I make a big mess. So this just kind of keeps the conditioner from getting all over my clothes and everything. And so I usually start by undoing one bun, whichever side, and I use a Denman or a Denman-like brush. So here's a couple different versions because like every time I see a different brush I usually buy it and collect it. So this is the Denman. This is a Trade Secret brush, but I haven't been able to find them in Trade Secret lately. So and then this is another brush. The label came off, but this is the one that I've just sort of been using lately, but they're all about the same. They all have the kind of the rubber cushion base with the nylon pins. They usually have about 9 rows. This one has 7, but it's all 7 or 9 rows. It usually works about the same. So after I undo my hair, and you can still see how much conditioner, like you can see it kind of glopping out from under my fingers. So there's a lot in there. And I usually first just start and comb out my ends. And usually one of the tools that I always have next to me is a pair of scissors and a clip. And the clip is sort of to clip away sections of hair after I finish combing them. And the scissors, I always get a little knot somewhere. Sometimes I feel those little tiny knots, and I cut them off if I find a lot of them, or just like big snarls or something. It's best to use a sharper pair of scissors, but I kind of haven't gotten one, so I just use just some like basic scissors that I don't even remember where I got these, but it's best to use sharper ones. And then I sort of just comb my ends to get rid of any tangles, which makes it easier to sort of section each of these halves into smaller sections to do. And I try and hold it really tight between like my thumb and the rest of my hand, and just sort of comb at the ends. This keeps it from hurting, and it also keeps it from pulling any of the rest of the hair. So it's like if I have a tangled spot and I'm kind of having to comb a little harder, it doesn't stretch all the rest of my hair. It's like it kind of keeps what I'm working on concentrated in one spot. So it's like I'll comb on the ends a little bit, and you can kind of hear there's a little bit of a tangle, but I just kind of keep going over and over. You can sort of see the conditioner foaming up between my hands. There's a lot of conditioner. And then I kind of just keep sort of gently working on the ends until they're combed. And then once these ends are completely combed like this, then I just move it up a little bit. And I go a few inches, and that's when I sort of think it should be enough for me to be able to divide my hair in smaller sections. If I go too high up on this, it just gets to be too much hair to even fit in the brush. So it's like I just do enough to loosen it. And then I have a really low hairline, so I have a lot of hair sort of hanging in the front. So I usually divide the front section of my hair first. And my hair has like all different kinds of curls. There's it's almost wavy straight, like it looks straight, but it's wavy in the bottom. That's because the rest of my hair and the water and all that conditioner is really weighing it down right now. So it looks straight here, and then it gets kind of curlier and curlier, and at the top back of my head it's really curly. So I sort of do different, it's like I do the same thing, but because of the way I define it, it kind of lets each curl sort of curl how it wants to. So the front hair is kind of medium curly. It's like, it's sort of curly, but it's not as curly as up at the back top, and I'll show defining up at the top too. And then once I kind of get this section out of the way, I pin this back up just to kind of keep it out of the way. What I like to do is I just kind of do my little halves of hair that hang in my face first, just to get them out of the way. So it's like I do this half, and then I kind of go back and do this half. And it's just, I don't know exactly why I do it that way. It's just to kind of get both halves of the front half of my hair out of the way, because then I like to sort of start more at the scalp and comb my way back up. So it's like I have this section out right now,